guys, welcome back to the Driver Mod. My name's Anthony. Thank you for clicking on this video. We're going to show you how to install the Auto Addicts S650 Euro taillights on your 2024 and up Mustang. This is going to be a step-by-step DIY tutorial video, so definitely stay tuned for this entire video. Here at the Driver Mod, we try to inspire and help other owners and give them the confidence to do their own work on their own car. That way they can really make it theirs and make sure it's getting done the way they want it to be done. Shout out to Auto Addicts USA for partnering up with us on this video. Now these are their clear S650 style 2024 and up Mustang Euro taillights. They also offer smoked and the RGB taillight style as well. Check out their website up in the corner above for all your modern muscle modification needs. Camaro, Challenger, Charger, Mustang. They've got just about everything on there. Now, as well as offering awesome products for your modern muscle car needs, they also gave me a promo code to share with you guys. Promo code is the Driver Mod. That promo code is going to get you up to 8% off your order as well as free shipping. So definitely utilize that, guys. That's going to save you a decent amount of money. Let's get into our install video. Now we've got our 2024 Mustang parked here on the driveway. We're just going to get it ready. Go ahead and pop the trunk so we can get access to the top side of the bumper. Now, the 2024 Mustang, unfortunately, to replace these taillights, the rear bumper's got to come off. And I know that sounds like a pain, but we're going to show you in this video, it's really not that bad. Now, the reason I know that is these taillights have actually already been replaced before. These taillights, about 6 months into my ownership or less, they started developing stress cracks in the housing, to the point where this taillight lens actually filled up with enough water that the taillight actually stopped working. Now, I had to go through 3 different dealerships to get this covered under warranty. The first 2 didn't want to touch it. 1 submitted it, 4 denied it, saying it was due to outside, impact. And I was like, well, what are the odds that you have 2 taillights that have the exact same stress crack in them? But so then I went to another dealership, and they're like, oh, your aftermarket, carbon wing, due to that modification, we're not going to touch it, as well as there's a bulletin that says you can have X amount of water in your taillights. Well, I was like, I agree. I used to be a technician. I know and I'm aware that condensation is naturally going to build up in taillight housings and headlamp housings. That's how you get it. That's how you ventilate everything. But the amount of water that was in this taillight, I was like, you got a swimming pool in there, my friend. So I was like, you know what? Clearly you're incompetent. I'm going to go somewhere else. And I found a dealership that would work with me. The process was super simple. If you've got taillight stress cracks in your car, it seems to mostly be in southern cars due to the heat. So definitely pay attention this summer to your 2024 or 2025 Mustang. But if you've got stress cracks developing in your taillight housings, take it to your dealership. Tell them they need to submit it as a body electrical concern and not a cosmetic water intrusion issue. They'll submit some pictures and they'll get replaced. These taillights were $1,700 a piece from Ford. The total warranty claim, parts and labor, was about $4,000, guys. So definitely pay attention to that. The stress cracks seem to develop right at the corner of the lenses. That eventually goes into the actual tri-bar, and that's what allows the water into the housing. So enough about that and my problems with this car. We're going to be replacing these taillights for the second time now. All right, so we've got our basic hand tool set, our trim removal tools. You're just going to need your 7mm socket for this part. Now on each side of the wheel liner, there are 2 7mm bolts and a push pin clip on each side. So we're going to go ahead and release those on each side. Now, if you really want to speed this job up, get yourself a Milwaukee 1/4" electric ratchet. These things are awesome, man. I've been using these for years. Now, while you're doing this job, I always found it easy to have like a little mat like this. These are from Grip Mats. They're like silicone rubber mats that you can use to organize your hardware, tools, and whatnot. Got our 2 bolts out on this side. Now we're just going to get our push pin Christmas tree clip out at the bottom. Send it flying into the stratosphere. Now also, while you're down here, there are 2 more 7mm screws that attach the bumper to the support as well as the fender. There's one right up here, kind of right where this body line is, and then one down at the bottom. You'll see it as soon as you pull back the fender liner. And there's also a 3rd screw straight back. Now let's go to the other side. All right, for that wheel liner part specifically, if you want to go ahead and jack the car up and remove the rear wheels, that'll give you a little bit extra space, but not necessary. And then to finish off the bottom side of the bumper, there's a bunch of 7mm on the bottom as well as some push pin clips. 7mm screws are all along the center of the bumper on the bottom where the rear diffuser would be, and then the 4 push pin clips are on the sides, 2 on each. So we'll go ahead and remove those now. Now we're going to go ahead and start to disengage the bumper from all the clips and get ready to pull off the car. Just take your time and be patient with this part. I undid some of the inner trunk because I know we're going to have to do that eventually to get to the back side of the taillights. The reason you have to remove this bumper is because there's 2 bolts for whatever reason down here. I'm not sure why Ford did that. It really makes it, you know, removing a bumper isn't the end of the world, but to replace some taillights, no idea what they were thinking. There we go. Definitely gonna apply a little bit of force. Pull straight back. There we go. All right. So you see these clips right here? That's where we're working to disengage. A couple underneath the taillights. Now we're just going to get, you know, something to lay the bumper down on a little bit. Technically, you don't even need to remove the bumper from the car. Just pull it back and kind of let it hang. There's a couple bolts it holds onto on this bracket. But now we have full access to our taillights. All right, the next step is to remove the 3 8mm bolts, 1, 2, and 3 that hold this bracket on. And repeat that step on the other side. And then it just says to pull those off and let them hang. It does have a clip that holds it. There's a white plastic clip that holds it in place. All right, now we have full access to our taillights. So now we've already got the inside of the trunk apart, but you just pull back these liners. They're held on by a couple clips. This trim piece is held on by 4 little rotating hold downs. The back of the taillight is held on by 10mm bolts. You'll need a deep 10mm socket. 3 on each side. Then go ahead and release your electrical connector for the taillight. Push the body harness grommet, hold the taillight through the body, push that through, and then just pull the taillight straight out. There we go. Driver's side taillight is out. Push the harness through the body grommet. Sometimes they get a little stuck. And we got our taillights out. Now the installation is the exact reverse of the process we just did. All right, we're gonna go ahead and guide in our taillights. This is the part where you're gonna go ahead and attach the connectors while you've got it out before you install everything. We're just gonna have this run. I'm not gonna do the splicing in this video. I'm gonna show you what it looks like before we splice it. Connect one, the other one's gonna get run to the other side of the car along the rear bumper, and then we're just gonna run this through. get that wire fed through, go ahead and feed our main taillight harness through. Get that centered, and then guide the taillight into the mounting points that are already there. Now we'll go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. I just kind of routed it below that seal. All right, once we got everything connected electrically, go ahead and get in the car and make sure everything works, because you don't want to, complete this job and find out, oh, you forgot something or whatnot. Let's see what they look like. All right, look at that. Turn on our lights. Wow, oh, that's cool. All right, do our turn signals. Turn signals are working, they're amber. Keeps this sequential. And then the hazards are amber as well. Now again, you only need to splice this wire up to the third brake light if you want your hazards to be red. If you want to keep them amber, then you don't even need to run that additional wire and do any splicing at all. All right, let's get this thing back together. I think it looks fantastic. Can't wait to see what it looks like all fully assembled. Take your time, be patient, and you'll be back on the road again in no time. I'm going to speed through this, get this done, and then show you the final product fully assembled right after this. There it is, guys, all done. Fully put back together, fully assembled, and those look really good. Especially to me, they're clear, and the fact that we got these, brushed aluminum wheels, that kind of goes together. Wow. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. Again, these are the S650 Auto Addict 2024 and up clear Euro style taillights for your 2024 and up Mustangs. Again, you can use promo code TheDriverMod to get up to 8% off, as well as free shipping, guys. Check them out. I think you'll really, really like them.